So it's been 2 months now that I've been in Da Nang, Vietnam, through the heat of their summer, which I honestly don't suggest you do if you have a chance. Middle of their summer is hot, 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 and humid, humid, humid. It's a lot of sweating, let's just say that. But what I've been able to do is actually to head over to Hoi An, Vietnam, which is about a 25-minute scooter ride. It costs like $5, just the way the cost of living is here, which is amazing. Or if you want to get bougie, you can take a car for like $9 for the 25 to 30 minutes. Very cost effective. And I started going to get some like own clothes made. Not tailored, but actually made from scratch. I'd only done this once before when I was in Koh Samui. I needed a pair of pants to kind of actually make some clothing for the Tall Paul website to partner with some Son of a Tailor's t-shirts I got. And I got some, what did I get made there? Chinos. I got chinos the only way I know how to wear clothes, super tight. Actually, since I made them, I don't even really like them anymore because they're too tight. I've changed my mindset on what fashion is and what looks good and what feels good on me from what I've been able to make here. And today I want to show you how I kind of made my first pair of clothing, what it was like, what I've started off with. And it's got some nice uptake on social media. It seems like guys are gravitating towards it. People who aren't tall are liking the look of it. People who are tall are kind of curious how I got clothes this size. So I'm going to show you what I've been creating, what I'm making, and yeah, so let's begin. The hardest part of this whole process is figuring out what fabric you want. Like you just buy clothes that are made for you. So whatever fabric it is, you're like, okay, that's great. Well, if it's winter, if it's fall, if it's summer, the brand has already made it for you. This is like, you go to the ladies and they're like, so, okay, we're gonna make you. I wanna make some pants. Great, let's find some fabric. And you go through these swatches here, feeling, touching them. Got no clue what to do. It's kind of like for me, if I'm like going to get a bottle of wine with someone and the wine connoisseur goes and sniffs it and tastes it and spit it out. And I'm like, I don't have that palate yet. I can't tell what's happening. Just pour the bottle of wine for me. So I'm kind of with these ladies. I'm like, can you please just pick your fabric for me? Luckily, I had a girlfriend there with me at the time who was much more fashionable and knowledgeable than I am. She's actually heading into a fashion school soon. And I was very lucky because of this, because she kind of held my hand and led the way on these. I'm gonna give a lot of credit to all the fashion and clothing at the moment that I have going on from her. Thank you so much. So we went through that. Feeling, touching, figuring out I had a vision of what I wanted to create. So we knew exactly kind of where we were headed. It's just how thick I wanted the fabric. So I went through all the fabric swatches. We kind of picked out a silk, cotton, cashmere, I think blend is what it was, what these pants are gonna become. It's nice, it's got a silky feel to it. There's definitely some silk in there for sure. The easiest part was actually like, this is what I want, and can you make it? And what I did is I showed them this video on Instagram that I found. I like the idea of this guy's shirt, the top, and then also I like the idea of his pants. And then the girl with me is like, don't do pleats. I'm like, okay, so I want this shirt, I want these pants, and I don't want the pleats. So it's like a straight leg pant, slack, longest shirt. We ended up kind of altering the shirt later on. It's something that I don't wear that often, but it's a nice new thing that I'm gonna try out, test. Probably gonna adapt it a couple more times. And I gave him this like 10-second reel. And they're like, okay, let's get measuring. And they went through measuring, and it's just going through the measurements through your chest, sleeves, arms, waist, whatnot. And to the point, she was like, okay, we got everything. WhatsApp me the video and I'll have it created for you by probably tonight, if not tomorrow. And that is how this all started. So we got a message from them later on that night. I went in first time around like 10 a.m. Got a message at 6 p.m. saying the first variant's done, sampling. Came back in, and I felt really uncomfortable in these pants, I'm not gonna lie, very first time. So baggy compared to what I'm used to, which is not baggy at all, it's just they're not skin tight. Every other pant I've worn, as you can tell, extremely tight. It's just what I got used to being a tall guy in the clothing scene. So this first time putting these on and testing them, I was like, I don't know if I'll wear these. Luckily the girl I was with was like super supportive. She's like, they look great on you. I'm like, okay, that helps. And they actually got the pants perfect the first time. Tried on the t-shirt, wasn't exactly what we wanted. I've come to learn after actually attempting t-shirts a few times now, it's actually quite hard to get a t-shirt to sit properly and do what you want. I've had a much easier time with making pants fit from creation than t-shirts. So we went through that, did the t-shirt, did a couple times, and I ended up with the t-shirt being a crop top. She was like, crops in, let's try it. I'm like, let's go for it. I've never done a crop top before, and here we go. Took the pants home, and this is what I got. Like, I'm really happy with the overall look and feel of these pants. It's a straight leg pant. It's more of a slack. I'm gonna go out with it. It's more something summertime, fall, and spring. Like, this is looking good on a beach for a restaurant or heading out with friends in the evening. I'm super happy and super stoked on this pant and the whole concept and idea of it all.